yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he stopped immediately there. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0. Joey Sly
now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The ball carrier.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play. and get my defense off the field.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Where's 52? 52's the money. And I'm coming after you.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
To DJ Moore.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down, Carolina.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Joey Slye.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, Brady. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Brady's throw there complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
To
Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
I got homies that can sleep with the Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like ain't no poppin' in. Gon' pop it for me 'cause I'm
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
34-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Brady's pass intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The 36-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
49-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go, defense. Outside. Pick it. Number 52.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Jeremy Chin.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And now look at this. Big gain but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard.
Brady going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let me breathe for a minute. Here we go. Single. I got a single. And 80. Going to 88.
Now it's the backup Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
54 Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater here to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Watch the twist. 45's the mic. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Find out. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got it. You. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons...
Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
You're not ready. Pick and choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Go, Bandit.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the